All right then, folks. Ryan here coming to you with a brand new video. And as you know, we're discussing the topic of healing and how we can heal ourselves. All right. So you know, there are some things that we have to do. There are some work that we're gonna have to do. You know, like I always say, put in the work because you cannot just get from where you are to where you need to go with no type of exertion, no type of effort, no type of action. It's just not gonna happen, right? You're gonna have to do something, all right? So the self-healing, this is a lifelong work, in my opinion. You're gonna have to work for a very long time, and this is non-stop work. The beautiful thing is what you get out of the self-healing. You probably cannot achieve, you probably couldn't achieve that by just being a nice person, a calm person. Don't get me wrong, these people have attributes that we admire. But I believe when you go through that phase, when you do, the hatred, the bitterness, the anger, and you are going through that phase, like we all do, because you need to change. All right? Go through the phase. So, this is when you're gonna have to sit down and decide how do you want to live your life. If you want to live a peaceful life, a joyful life, a loving life, a life of kindness, friendships, beautiful life, wonderful life. All right? Hey Daniel, happy Saturday to you as well. Appreciate you for being here. Thank you very much. Right? And it's the self-healing journey which actually helps you to get into a state of joy and peace and love, because you have done the work. You have become this new person that you could possibly only dream of. You know what I mean? Appreciate y'all for being here. Thank you very much. Hi, how are you? How are you? Hi. Yes, I'm saying hi. I say hi. How are you doing? Hapo Hagopag. Whatever. I can't. Your freaking YouTube name. But anyways, don't forget, folks, while you are here, to like and subscribe and comment down below. This really helps out the videos to get out into the YouTube universe, and that more people can see these videos. Because we're talking about self-healing here, healing ourselves from past traumas and old pain. Winard, I'm good. How are you? Thank you for asking. Right? So, the process that I follow, what a prescription that I use to heal myself. Sometimes I am having a little bit, Noah, what's up with you, bro? Sometimes I'm having a little bit of difficulty with talking about the way how I heal myself. You know what I mean? Because the things that helps me, I do them so often. For instance, there are a few things that I can pinpoint that actually helps me to get from where I was to get into a peaceful, calm state. Running was one of them that I use. Okay? Thank you very much, Bernard. Now, I I run 7 days a week. All right. Today is 473 days, 473 days since I have been running. Now, I cannot tell you to go run every single day. I don't think you know, that's the best thing for you. All right. No, I don't play any of those sports at all. I'm a runner. All right. So I run 7 days a week. I've been running, getting closer to 500 days now in a row since I've been running. You know what I mean? And I cannot tell you to run 7 days a week. You know what I mean? No. No, I'm not doing that, bro. Come on now. Stop that stuff. Um, well, that's my goal. My goal is to do a 50-mile run. But right now, I'm trying to, I want to get into a 30-miler sometime soon. They have some going on over there in Utah. I'm going to have to go up there and go enter in one of those here sometime soon. But yeah, but my goal is to run 50 miles. Yeah, so 30 miles and then I will hit 50 miles. The most I've ever run is 24 miles. That's the most I've ever run. So now it's time to up that now and go up to 30 miles. So running is one of is something that helps me to heal, right? And I do this every single day. So like I said, I can't tell you to run 7 days a week because I don't believe it is for everybody. But I highly recommend you do some form of running. Also strengthen your body. Get into the gym. Get in shape. Get up on those pull-up bars, do the pull-ups, hit the floor, do the push-ups, lift the weights. Strengthen your body, become physically fit, mentally fit. And there's something else also that has helped me a whole lot. Because I am into mind body. The mind body work. That's what I'm into. Right? So, running plus working out to takes care of my physical fitness. Now, this is something I call practice. You have to practice running. Yeah, running is something that you have to practice. I am running, my best right now is 8.09. That's my best for my pace right now. And I'm trying to beat that because I want to get into the sevens. So I'm working on that. Right? So yeah. 8.09. No, I have got into the sevens before. But right now I'm trying to get into the sevens again consistently. Right? I'm in the eights consistently right now. I run 3 miles. Today when I clocked, today it was 25 minutes and 14 seconds I did for 3 miles. Crazy Glue, what's up with you, man? What's going on with you, bro? Right? So I'm working on my pace. I'm trying to get faster right now. So 3 miles, I'm doing 3 miles in less than 30 minutes right now. I used to do 30 minutes, 3 miles, and 30 minutes, 3 miles, but now I reduced that down like 5 minutes less. It's taking me to complete 3 miles, right? So here you go. That means you can run to school. If your house is 1 mile away, you can run. If your house is 5 miles away, you can run to school. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, the healing work that I have done Running is a huge part of it. Without me doing the running, sometimes I don't feel good about myself if I don't run, you know? So running has helped me a whole lot. All right. So, yep, exactly. And that's part of the reason why I do it. Running strengthens you in so many ways. Strengthen your mind because what you believe you cannot do, you actually accomplish that in running. Like right now, I used to be in a 9 when I'm running. My pace was in the 9s, 10, sometimes 11s because I'm like, I didn't need to run slow. And I'm like, the pace. No, I'm in there now. I'm trying to get into the 7s. Getting faster every single day. You know, so yeah, running is a big part of my healing journey. And when I say healing, I mean heal myself from old past hurts, anger, hatred, bitterness, resentment, old trauma that I have walking around with. And running plays a huge role in my life, especially in the past year. Because when I started out last year, it was like for the first time I've ever been committed to running. I've run in the past, but I've never really been committed. I've been to the gym in the past, but I have never really been committed. Last year was the first time I've ever been committed to the gym and committed to running full time. Or I should say all the time or all time. Right? So if you are thinking about going on the healing journey to heal yourself, I highly recommend you implement running into that, into your healing journey. All right. Well, practice. Even when nobody's out there on the court, stay out there and practice by yourself. Hopefully, it's a safe area where people don't come trying to hurt you or anything like that. But once it's a safe area, and if that's the case, then you practice inside your damn room. If it's not a safe area, or you practice inside your apartment complex, something along those lines. But you gotta practice. Put in the work every single day until you become good at defense. That's it. And sometimes you have nobody to practice with, practice by yourself. Most times, I believe most days is gonna be like that, where nobody is showing up to practice with you. When I just started running, there were nobody showing up to run with me. I wish on some days like I would have somebody to join me to run next to me. That didn't happen at all. All right. So I run by myself. So over a year now, going towards a year and 3 months. So September, October, November. Yeah, a year and 3 months now. I have been running by myself pretty much most of the times. Sometimes I get company here and there, but most of the times I run by myself. I'm in the States right now, but I'm from Jamaica. Yeah, I live in the States. Right? So, make running a part of your healing journey. And also, like I said, get into the gym, get fit, get in shape. And there's something else that I use as well in my healing journey. Like I said, healing journey for me is mind body. I gotta heal my body, heal my mind. And when I say heal my body, this is serious. I mean, this is very profound for me. I struggled for the past since 2018. I have been struggling with something called sciatica nerve. I struggled with that from 2018 all the way to 2025 here. After I got over 400 days of running, the sciatica nerve went away. Unbelievable. It went away. Running, I would say, cure my sciatica nerve. All right? And I believe it can cure your sciatica nerve as well if you continue on. I don't know, maybe it might work for you, maybe it might not. But that is what I use to cure sciatica nerve, running. By running every single day until the sciatica nerve went away. I don't know if I don't know if this gonna work for you, but it worked for me. All right. So there you go. That was something I was suffering with for a long time. And by running, my body eventually heals itself, or heals the sciatica nerve. Okay. Don't forget, folks, while you are here, to like and subscribe. Appreciate y'all. Comment down below. Help out the YouTube video to get out into the YouTube universe. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate you. Thank you very much, hero. Appreciate ya. Right. So mind body. Now, I have been working on something. I call it thought training. So I have trained my thoughts. I want to speak a certain way. I want to remove the angry talking, the sickly talking. Have you ever listened to some people, filled with groveling thoughts, sickly thoughts? The way how they talk is just unbelievable, full of hatred and bitterness and anger. No, I'm used to running by myself. Heather, thank you very much for being here. Appreciate you. Right? So no, I'm so used to running by myself. I'm so used to do things by myself. When somebody show up, great. When nobody shows up, no big deal. Like I have people who wants to run with me, and they do it for a time, and then they quit and go back to their old self. And I'm not like that. I am every day out there on the grind, putting in the work. You know what I mean? Maverick, what's up, man? No, not at all. I feel a little bit, I feel like I need to rest for a little bit, and after I rest, then I'm good again. You know what I mean? Yeah. Right on, Maverick. Appreciate you, man, for stopping by. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for stopping by. All right. Yeah. And I put in the work on a daily basis. So I don't mind, because like my distance are shorter right now because I'm working on building up my pace. As soon as my pace get up, then I'm gonna go back to long distance again. But I like running long distance. Exhausted? Not really. I feel like I should take a little, slow down a little bit, catch my breath. Yeah, I do that, and then I start it up again. Yeah. So that's what helps me with my healing process and the healing journey. And you're gonna have to eliminate some people as well from out of your life as well. Because you're gonna need time to practice, to study, to get good at what you are doing. You need that time. All right? And that work needs to put in. So that way you can start get on the journey and do the thought training, which you're gonna train your thoughts. You need better thoughts, healthier thoughts, good thoughts. Where do you find them? Hey, Genki Desuka. It's probably morning in Japan right now. Ohio, Zaimos. I can't speak Japanese at all, man. I just know a few words. Yeah. All right. I appreciate you from Japan tuning in. That's awesome. See somebody from the other side of the world tuning in over here, all the way over here into the States. Cool. What's up? Hope you guys are having a wonderful time over there in Japan. All right. All right, on. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. Thanks. Genki desuka. Right. So, healing journey, folks. Gotta get on a healing journey. You have to heal yourself. Stuff happens to us in the past, not because we want them to happen to us, but because of situations and circumstances and where we were, and we didn't know how to navigate life properly. So there's a lot of trauma we acquire along the way, a lot of resentment. The beautiful thing is when you start to work on some of those and you fix some of those trauma, start fixing the trauma, work on the trauma, you start becoming this whole person again. Beautiful. Yeah? More calm, more peaceful, more loving, more kind, more caring. Because naturally, when the resentment and the bitter and the anger goes away, naturally, love and kindness, caring, compassion is going to take its place. Why? Because nature abhors, I'm from Jamaica, nature abhors a vacuum. So it has to fill that space. Whatever space is there has to be filled up. Like the rivers has to be filled with fish. That's just how it goes. That's how nature works. All right. So once you remove the anger and the bitterness, love comes back, joy comes back, peace comes back, calm comes back, harmony comes back. Because you haven't had those things for a very long time. They were there, but they were just cover up with all of this mud. All of this anger, hatred, bitterness, resentment, old trauma, and you just went down a very dark path. So we are trying to work on that, and we are trying to change that for ourselves and for the people who we surround ourselves with. My channel is called Peace and Calm because that is what I would like myself and other people to reinstate back into their lives, because we have went down a dark path and we become very angry and resentful and bitter and full of old trauma because of what happened to us in the past, and our lives were a living hell. So we want to change that for ourselves and for others as well, where we wash away the anger, wash away the resentment, wash away the hatred, the bitterness, wash away the old trauma, and then let nature fill the space for us with what is natural, which is love, kindness, caring, affection, peace, calm, joy, because that is natural to us. Being angry is not natural. We learn that. That's a learned behavior. Bad behavior, bad attitude. We learned that along the way. We were pure when we were children, were born. But after a while, that pureness has subsided. And anger takes over. Hatred takes over. Bitterness takes over. Right? And this is when I said you're going to have to go on the healing journey. You must heal yourself. And that is what I highly recommend my fellow human does. Yeah, I tend to listen to my own gut feeling and follow what feels right for me, and that has helped me a lot. Because at the time when I was going through this the change, I knew something was wrong. I did not know what to do, and I realized nobody around me was even could even understand what I was going through. So I decided to go on the journey to go heal my own self. And don't get me wrong, I love psychology. I think it's a beautiful subject to study. But I don't think those people could help me at all, because education is good. But I want education that I can put into practice. I want to know what I should do, what I should practice to make my life better. So those subjects, those topics can be a blessing, like psychology. I do learn a lot from those people. But I am an action guy. I like to do something which I believe is going to change my life, and that's what I do. I look for the things that's going to change my life, and I do them. The things that make me feel better about myself, and the things that helps me to wash away the anger, because I do not want to use my anger to hurt anybody else. I have done it in the past, huge regrets. I wish I would have behaved better, you know. But we live and we learn. We make those mistakes and we try to correct them and apologize to the people who we hurt in the past and be like, hey, that's not who I really was. I was going through this and this happens, and you can forgive me or not. One of the two. You know, both is accepted, right? Because I can't force people to like me. I can't do that. All right, that's not gonna happen. So if you think that I'm trying and you see I'm trying, then cool. You know. What's up, Jose? Come back, man. Welcome back, Jose. Appreciate you. Australia in the house. Appreciate you. Svikaye. I hope I'm saying your name right. Uh, right on. Appreciate you. Like and subscribe while you are here. Appreciate y'all. So, how you say your name? Svikaye. I hope I'm saying your name right. It's a cool name. Oh, Striker. Oh, awesome. Oh, that's a beautiful name, Striker. Welcome. That's the kind of name I want, man. Call me Striker. I will love it. Shelly, what's up? What you doing? Okay, right on, Shelly. Appreciate you. Thank you very much for being here. You're in the States. I am here in Colorado. Appreciate you, Shelly. Right on, Striker. You bet. You're welcome. Yeah. So, don't you think not knowing? Honestly, sometimes ignorance is good. Sometimes, and I'm not saying it's good for it's good sometimes, and sometimes it isn't. There was a story about a guy in Australia who was running. He was a farmer, and he was running this race, but he didn't know anything at all about running. He didn't read sports magazine and so forth. He showed up in his golash to run the race. And they were like, hey, could you run this race? And yeah, yep, damn, yep. That's a tough one there, Shelly. That's a tough one. Um, right? And my my heart goes out to you guys, especially you guys who are doing the caring work on a daily basis to care for grandma, because I know that is not by. Oh, really? In Colorado? Oh, I'm in the Southwest. What side are you on? Front Range? Um, yeah. And so this gentleman was running the race, and he said, like I said, he didn't read Sports Illustrated. Oh, right on. Yeah, yeah. I'm like 7 hours, 6, 7 hours away from you over here on the Southwest side. Yeah. So I don't want to say the name of my town I'm in. Because we don't like to do that, because people don't like when I do that. They were like, "Oh, we don't want anybody else moving here." uh, so yeah, right on, Shelly. Appreciate you. Right. So um, that talking about a gentleman in Australia who was running, and I said ignorance is good sometimes, because I see he, like we say, he didn't read all these magazines. But anyways, they were like, "You think you can do this?" And he was like, "Yeah." I'm a farmer. I chase my sheep down for days sometimes. So he was running the race, and he did not know that he should stop and take a rest. So he was running for 3 days, and he beat the damn record. He broke the record. So ignorance in that state is good, because you see, if he would have known what to do, he would have went off and go do it. But because he didn't know what to do, he just continued on, and he finished the race and beat everybody else in their Pumas and their Nikes and whatever shoes they were wearing there. So ignorance is good in that sense. Sometimes, some things it's best for us. Uh, Right. Like I said, it's amazing how the universe works sometimes. Sometimes you just don't need to know. Just jump in and start and see what happens. And that's what I highly recommend to anybody at all. I mean, you can do some research and take a look, but honestly, all of the books that you read in the world will not prepare you for what really is going to happen to you. The stuff that you are not prepared for, no books will save you from those. Only pure, raw experience by going through it, that, my friend, will strengthen you and make you stronger. And then next time you will know what to do and what not to do. So, reading books is great, knowledge is great, education is great. Your mentors and so on, those guys are great too as well. But pure raw experience, beautiful, right? And that's where I got most of my lesson. Right, exactly. I mean, come on. If you look at the hot stove, don't tell me that somebody has to tell you, or you have to read in a book that this stove, if I put my hands on it, it's a good chance it might burn me. Really? Do you really need somebody to explain that to you? I don't believe so. Okay, eating fire. Come on. Do you really need somebody to tell you that? That this fire is gonna burn your tongue or something like that? You don't need anybody to point that out. Hey, Zach, actually, if you eat this fire here, it might burn you and might cause you pain. Come on, no, 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 right? Some things we just know. So these are things that we can see that, these things, we can see that these things possess some kind of danger. But some things that we're not prepared for, like when I tried to start up some business some years ago, and I learned very fast that starting a business is probably one of the most difficult undertakings you probably could ever put yourself in. Starting a business is extremely difficult. It takes so much out of you. But I have to go through it so I can learn. Exactly. So that's the why, Striker, that's the reason why I no longer want to learn from pain. No longer. I do not want to learn from my pain anymore. Now, these days, I want to learn from my happiness and joy, pleasure. I do not want to, because pain has taught me a whole lot, believe me. Some things, certain places, certain people, I do not want to mix with, mesh with, talk to. I don't want to deal with, I want no business with any of those people. And that's a good thing. Pain has taught me how to stay away from certain people, certain places, and circumstances. I don't create those tensions, for myself. Yes, exactly. And that's, like, Zach, if I don't put on my running shoes and go out there on the pavement and do that run, I can't tell you how miserable I will feel. Like every day, even sometimes when I don't want to go out, my body says no. My mind was like, yeah, you need to go out there because this is how we get, we maintain our happiness, and I do just that. So my happiness comes now these days from things which I love doing, and I will not try to learn anymore from my pain. Done. Those days are done and over. I've learned enough from my pain. I, had a painful past. When I look at it, sometimes I'm like, oh my God, that was painful. Well, okay. I wouldn't say I am happy, 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 like whatever, but I don't have any stress. I live a stress-free life. I am not full of hate. I am not full of anger. I'm not full of bitterness. I don't have a whole bunch of old trauma. So those things have been eliminated, at least a large portion of them. So naturally, my happiness, um, I don't go to bed angry and I don't wake. I mean, I go to bed happy and I wake up happy. Back then, I used to go to bed angry and wake up angry. That changes. That shifts now. So I would say yes, I'm happy, but I do not know how. If happiness is something you can measure, I wish they could measure it and tell me where on the happiness scale am I. That would be nice to know. But yes, I'm a happy person for the most part. I don't have any enemies. I don't have a whole bunch of problems and troubles and worries. I don't have a whole bunch of negativity, taking up my brain space and so forth. Yeah. Yep. Once I recognize that I can actually change, because it's not like I didn't know that I couldn't change. Knowing how to change was the problem, because like I said, nobody taught me anything at all. This was just pure me just jumping out there in the world in my 30s trying to figure it out. It's like, I'm like, how come nobody taught me this long time ago? I'm like, why didn't I learn this thing long time ago? Where would I be right now if I would have learned how to navigate the world properly? Nobody taught me any of this stuff. I have to figure this stuff out on my own. And here I am today. I can say I'm stronger. I'm better. I'm more loving, more kind, more caring, more respectful. I treat people with respect and kindness and dignity. I don't put them down. I don't talk down to anyone. I don't treat anyone unfairly and so forth. These are things that I develop over the years, and I give it to whoever needs it the most. That is a big one. Acceptance is a big one. That one took me a little while to understand, because I'm like, why should I accept this? But you see, it is what it is. We cannot always get what we want. Life is going to throw some things at us, and God forbid a woman, some guy pull a knife out and pull her off the side of the road and do the unspeakable, you know. But I don't care what happened to you in like that. But this is that's what I told myself. I said, I don't care what happened to me in life. Whatever happens to me, even if it's not my fault, because I don't want to blame anybody and I don't want to be bitter or hateful towards anybody, I said I'm responsible. I am responsible for whatever happens to me in my life. Yeah. Full responsibility. Yeah. I heard it's a beautiful city. One of my friend I followed on Facebook, she was there a few days ago, or a week ago or so. She was there. I think she lives in Thailand, but she traveled to Tokyo ever so often. And beautiful, I heard there. Thanks, man. These are things. Hopefully they have some races over there in Tokyo. I wouldn't mind coming over there to do some marathons and some half marathons over there in Tokyo. Yeah, I have to learn that too. Accept and forgive and it's kind of hard sometimes when I'm like, oh my God, I kind of rub that person the wrong way, and I could have behaved better. And then I'm saying, if I didn't make that mistake, how would I know what to fix? So I said, I forgive myself for it. As hard as it is, because I don't like to treat people unfairly. So it's kind of hard for me to forgive myself in those instances. It's easier for me to forgive somebody else than to forgive myself sometimes. It's harder. I don't know if anybody else struggle with that. Right on, man. I heard it's nice over there, Zach. We're gonna talk more about that because I want to come over there and come visit good old Tokyo, and because I read so much about Japan back in the days, and it's a Japanese people. I used to work at a Japanese restaurant, and I met a lot of nice people there, and they are really really decent people, for the most part. So yeah, I will definitely come through Tokyo. I mean, I will slide through over there because I'm working on, um, at some point, I don't know, maybe at some time next year, I will see if I can uh, go full time doing what I love to do, and no longer work a regular job, and that will give me an opportunity to travel and go see the world, because that's the dream here, is to travel and go see the world. You know what I mean? And Tokyo, I would mind. I'm coming there, man. I hit, I will definitely hit you up when I come there, to Tokyo, cause we need to freaking, explore Tokyo. You can take me to some of your best sushi places over there. I love me some good old sushi. When I start working at a Japanese restaurant, I did not eat raw fish at the time. And they were like, no, 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 you're gonna have to eat raw fish. I'm like, okay then. Took me a while. But I ended up love eating raw fish. So sushi, when I was in California, I used to go to this all you can eat buffet, sushi buffet. Oh man, it was so freaking amazing. Yeah. Uh, well, folks, don't forget to like and subscribe. And you can follow me and on YouTube here as well, because oh no, don't know more again. Maybe awesome, man. That's cool stuff, Zach. Right on. I'm glad you are here, man. And stay in touch. So for both of you who want to follow my running journey, my fitness journey, subscribe. And I put out videos every single day of me running every single day. So follow me and see what I'm doing, and see if you can get inspired, to go run. Oh, some good old ceviche, man. Let's go. Oh, like ceviche is one of my. I love eating ceviche. That food is so good. Oh man, like you make me wanna go have some freaking Japanese food right now, because when I used to work at a Japanese restaurant, you know, I used to get like half price. I paid half price. No, I'm Jamaican. You're talking I'm Striker. Okay, never mind. I think she's Australian. I think she said. Uh, yeah, I think she said she's Australian. Oh, you're a mix. Oh, right on. Yeah, some of you guys are black over there in Australia. Some of you guys look like me. Cal, dude, man, appreciate you. Thank you very much for coming through, brother. Appreciate ya, Shane. Cal, dude. I mean, sorry, Cal, dude. I'm talking to somebody else. But yeah, appreciate you for coming through, man. Hey, hey, look. If you said it's the best food, then it is the best food. I am, it's like, hey, if you believe that's true, then it's true. I'm not gonna fight you on it. I honestly, because I worked in a Japanese restaurant for years. That teriyaki chicken, oh my god, that thing was so good. I had so many of it, man. I'm telling you, I, uh, like, and yeah, and some wonderful, and some good sushi as well. Yes, some good old jerk chicken, of course, girl, dude. On the East Coast, when I was on the East Coast, I because so many Jamaicans live on the East Coast, I could easily go somewhere and get some jerk chicken. Over here, in Colorado, no, not really. Oh yeah. Trust me, I'm with you, man. Like, but anyways, I'm a big foodie. So it's like I like food from all over the freaking world. When I was in California, there's like so many different variety of foods all over the place. Cambodian food and Filipinos and everybody else. And yeah, yeah, exactly. So yeah, I ate up all of that. So like Filipino food. I love Filipino food. Like, and sometimes they kind of cook similar to us in the Caribbean because it's island stuff. So I think we have similar type of cooking sometimes. I think Cambodia and us, Jamaicans, we cook kind of similar sometimes. Our food are very very similar we are very similar in cooking. Yeah. Uh, well, all right then, folks. Appreciate y'all for being here. I am going to shut it down now, and don't forget to like and subscribe and come back so we can have more of right on Zach. So that way we can come back and have some more discussion. You know what I want to do in the future with some of you guys? I want to start put you on the live so we can see each other and talk to each other live. I want to start doing that. Take care, Zach. Appreciate you. Thank you very much for being here. That's all right. It's all good. Appreciate you showing up. Thank you very much for being here. Kaldu, talk to you soon. And yeah, folks, I want to start to Yep, so yeah, I want to start get some of you on here on the live like this because I notice it's cool when I can read the chat, the chat and everything else, and that's cool. But like seeing you in person here talking on screen will probably be way more interesting and even more better. So I want to start doing that. Can get some of you guys on here. I don't know how because you guys have different time zones and everything else. So we'll see how we could make that work at some point in the near future. All right then, folks. Good night. Ryan here with a new video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment down below. The comments really help out the video to get out into the YouTube universe. Appreciate y'all for being here. Thank you very much. Alrighty. Alright, y'all dude. No worries, man. No pressure. You could hop on whenever you want to. We'll probably send you the link somehow. And we'll talk. Alright, folks. Take care. Good night. Bye-bye. Talk to you soon. All right. You bet, Khaldun. Much love to you as well. Appreciate y'all. Thanks. Bye-bye.